Why did you change your mind on H1B visas, sir?
I didn't change my mind. I've always felt we have to have the most competent people in our country. We need competent people. We need smart people coming into our country. And we need a lot of people coming in. We're going to have jobs like we've never had before.
But sir, you said you changed your position. You plan to go to the Carter.
So 2016, Trump had the position of H1Bs were a scam and they needed to be removed, and, you know, American jobs for American workers and all this other kind of stuff. And after Musk kind of had his moment and made his things known, people were like, oh, well, Trump said he was behind the, he was behind the American worker. And I believe that to a point. Two things I want to make known before I head on out of here. The first one is Trump's, you're not a billionaire by not, taking advantage of the system. Trump has made it known that he's taken advantage of the systems before, no matter what they are. So he takes advantage of them. I don't hold that against him. You think he's going to go against the idea that he's walking that tightrope? And I think the way he's going to try and skate around it is, I'm going to make so many jobs, it doesn't matter. I think he's going to try and fall back on that. Like, I'm going to create so many jobs, you won't even notice. But yeah, the Trump hotels use H1Bs. If you're a business perspective, and it's available, the guy Lucas from T-Rex Arms has positions. He has stuff listed on the H1B as well. Thank you, Steph. Actually, it's probably the best. Some say it's the best, some say it's the worst, but it's actually pretty good. Thank you. If you have the ability to use H1Bs, you would be a fool not to. You would all have to sit in a position of a business owner, a $1 billion business or something like that. And that's the whole thing I've been making with the people, the pro Elon people who have agreed with Vivek and like, oh yeah, American culture sucks. We just need to fix the schools, right? That was a big thing some of your con grifters were saying. We just need to fix the schools, guys. Well, even if you fix the schools and you don't get rid of the H1Bs, let's say you have these amazing, Tiger Mom inspired kids. Let's say you have 100,000 Viveks now, right? Because that's who he wants, because he's the nerd and he just wants everybody to emulate him. So you have 100,000 Viveks now ready to be hired, and the H1Bs still exist. They're not going to hire the Viveks. They're going to hire the H1Bs, because the business, even if they're not as skilled, they're always going to go to the lowest common denominator if they can save money. That's the whole thing that people with the H1Bs are screaming about. It's not a racist thing or all this other kind of stuff. In the end, it's an ability for these companies to undercut Americans, and it's approved, and it's big government with big corp working together. That's the part. It's not about the schools or the culture or not watching Friends or any of this other stupid stuff. It was about governments giving businesses the ability to undercut workers, and it needs to be fixed. And people were hoping that Trump would not side with the billionaire Elon Musk, who came in and infused a ton of money and a ton of enthusiasm into the Trump campaign, right? So Musk essentially bought his way into that media outlet that is the Trump MAGA sphere. And so he gets to control a lot of that conversation. I mean, he controls the conversation on X. He controls that. We saw the de-check marking and demonetization of people. So Trump was not going to go against Musk. I know there was a lot of people that were hoping that Trump was going to go against Musk. Guys, that's just wishful thinking. Yep, Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel, the guy who owns JD Vance, he plucked JD Vance out of nowhere and groomed him, not in the groomy, like, gross way, but he groomed him back when the word was not perverted to be this political figure. So yeah, Peter Thiel has a hand in it too. The tech bros want the H1Bs. Trump, here's one thing I'll try to say, and it's kind of like the Speaker Johnson thing. The reason why Trump came out and wanted Speaker Johnson is he doesn't want to deal with infighting. He just wants to get the ground. He wants to get in the ground floor, get running, and get to work, right? I honestly feel like he just wants to do that. He wants to get to work, and he wants to get after this whole thing. He doesn't want to be bogged down with infighting. He doesn't want to be bogged down with you know, trying to separate the tech bros from the MAGA boys and all this other kind of stuff. He doesn't want to deal with any of it. So he's just going to back Elon, and, you know, everybody's just got to deal with it. We'll move on. We'll deal with it later. I back Elon. Elon's got the money. Elon's got the platform. He's my guy. We're going to go on to it. Yeah, it is going to be, there's going to be a lot of money in that cabinet. There's going to be a lot of money in that cabinet. So it's not by accident. You are right on that one. 100%.